Right, so if you've seen the intro video for this series, you will know that it's about on and off field rule changes in football in the UK that I believe would help the game out. They might be little changes, they might be large changes. As I've said already, they might be off field, they might be on field, but they're just things that I think need to be done to help bring the game into the 21st century. Because yes, it's important to keep hold of the traditions and the heritage and history of football, but also if you don't move with the times, if you don't incorporate new stuff into it and, you know, go with the flow, you get left behind, and some sports have been caught out by that. So today we are going to talk about the manager transfer market. Now, some managers that are in the game at the moment have sort of come out and said that we need one. I have been against it up until very recently when Di Canio came in. That's when my thoughts on it changed, because Di Canio came in for a few games at the end of last season at Sunderland and then a few games at the start of this season and then was sacked. Now, he only got, I think it was something like 13 games in charge in total. It might have been 13 in this year and 7 at the end of last year or something. But he wasn't even in that job 6 months, I don't think. So that's really not enough time for him to even start to stamp his own style on the team. Which is why I believe that if we have a manager transfer market, if it ever comes in, it shouldn't be the same timings as the player transfer markets. It should be the month before. So if we're looking at the summer one, that runs from, you know, maybe June, July, August, and then finishes in September. If instead of that, we have the manager transfer market 1 month before, so we have the manager transfer market, then the player transfer market, and, you know, exactly the same thing for January. We have December as the manager transfer market, because then all managers get half a season pretty much to develop the team how they want it, and then they have the transfer market straight after when they're appointed to try and get the team how they want it, to bring players in that they want to have. The problems I can see is legally telling organisations, telling businesses, because that's what football clubs are, when they can sack people, when they can hire people. That's a tricky one to get round. I'm not quite sure how the Football Association would do that, but they've managed it with the transfer window, so it must be possible. Another thing is, it would make sure that every manager has a guaranteed job if they're appointed for 5 or 6 months, depending on which one they get appointed for. It just means there's more security in their lives as well, because sometimes I feel a little bit sorry for managers when they're pushed around the place and employed by several different clubs, you know, in a few seasons. They're just constantly on the move, and that means they can't settle down. You have to remember that they're they're human beings as well as football managers, that, you know, they probably want security in their lives. They want to settle down with their families, and they just, the state of the game at the moment, that's becoming a thing that's going to happen less and less. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. This has been my thoughts on the manager transfer window. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment if you think I'm right or wrong. Maybe put a few suggestions down there as well. And if you want, in the comments, put a few suggestions on rule changes you think should happen, whether it's on the field or off the field in the UK. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. See ya.